comment.
Wait. Boom! Well, wait a second. Doozy is the streaming experience live.
What?
I need you to check if the streaming experience is live right now.
I
think we're live. Welcome to FRL F1 on a Saturday night, evening, 6 o'clock, you know how it is. We're getting ready for the Belgian Grand Prix. And it's going to be a great one. Alongside me in the commentary box today, we have Doozy Gaming. It's Doozy on YouTube. Follow the YouTube. And we also have Bullboy, the owner of the league. What's up, Bullboy?
The ceiling. But we also have a great race coming up, which is the Belgian Grand Prix.
Yeah, the Belgian Grand Prix. What's going to be exciting is the famous El Rouge. Probably one of the most famous corners on the F1 calendar, and it's a very difficult corner on the F1 game because, as we've seen in F2 and F3, a lot of cars and drivers have been spinning out around El Rouge and / Radion, whatever you want to call it. We're just going to call it El Rouge because we're not memesters. So yeah, anything you have to say, Bullboy, before we start the Grand Prix?
I've suggested people to the party, so if you wanna get them in, and then you can mute me and.
Okay. You haven't. I know. Well, I actually can't invite him because J-Rose is the party leader. God's sake, dudes. Why you broke the game? We've got Doozy Whitmore in the comments.
Let's go.
Oh, 11 viewers already. Viewers are racking up. But once again, looks like there's no
not an FRL
VSR Blizzard. James Head's normally here for the first 45 minutes. Because, you know, he's got a race as well. Yeah, but no VSR Blizzard again. I actually don't know what's going on with Blizzard at the moment. Is he still racing in the league, or is he like, nah?
I am actually not sure because I think it was Germany. He said that he could make it, and then he couldn't make Hungary as well. Now he can't make Belgium, which is a bit.
He might have some live things going on IRL. So
I mean, he is very young, very fast. But the big news of today, I know he's still leading it. But the big news of today
is.
That is December, and Christmas music is officially allowed to be played. So that's like some huge news right there, okay? The Christmas spirit is popping up. So in the chat, what's your favourite Christmas tune of like the past 20 years? Okay, now we're going back to the 1970s.
James, I would answer that, but me and Time for Pace made a rule that we're not discussing any political stuff in the box.
Oh, political. Okay. Oh, I didn't realise that Christmas songs were political, but.
No, the thing he put in chat. He said thoughts on that, but we're not answering any political stuff, so sorry about that.
If I see no Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas, I'm gonna be fuming. And F1 Hamilton wants an invite. Hamilton F1, I forgot which way his name. Oh no, it's on his AZR account actually. So whatever account that is.
Wait, Hamilton's an AZR? What?
Yeah, apparently.
When did this happen? What?
I don't know, but well done for getting into AZR, Hamilton. Big congrats. Moving up on the esports career.
I don't want to sound like a noob or anything, but what the hell is AZR?
Oh, mate, there's like VSR, AZR, TRL, no, like F, no, I don't even know, bro.
BBC, DFG, HRJK, LMN.
There's AOR, that's like the main league.
Has anyone ever thought that J and K are like...
the best two letters in the alphabet?
And they're near each other, like they're right next to each other.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah, JK. So does that mean the alphabet is not actually the alphabet because it's actually joking because it said JK?
Whoa.
Thoughts on that, James? James Head, thoughts on that?
Wait, just James, the whole chat. Is the alphabet actually in alphabetical order, or Like, who made the alphabet in alphabetical order? That's what we've got to be thinking.
And put JK right next to it. That means joke.
Because they definitely knew.
About the alphabet.
They definitely knew in like the 15th century that the 21st century would have abbreviations of letters.
Exactly. Conspiracies.
It's just science, really. F1 Toad, don't know who that is. By the way, Bullboy, if you read this, make me a reserve on FRL again, because I don't enjoy league racing that much anymore. That's what he said.
But who was that? Is that Hamilton again?
The F1
No.
Toad.
Oh, Toadweed. Oh, right.
Toadweed.
Okay, yeah. F3 driver.
For 420, bro.
For Tony Blaze it, dude.
I think we're all good to go, actually. 10 seconds to go.
18 drivers. Are we all good?
Whoa, hold on. I've got a message from someone. Hang on. Hang on.
Joe, make sure you
Hobo just
spectator mode.
joined. I am in spectator mode, bro. I'm already 5 steps ahead.
DeLuca.
LBNFC, can we start?
DeLuca.
Well, we're starting in about 30 seconds, hopes.
Yeah, just need to get DeLuca in. Thank goodness I realised that message he sent, otherwise he wouldn't have been in.
Boy, can you invite me, mate? I'm not even in the lobby yet.
Are you not?
No, I've been waiting here, waiting for an invite.
Oh, look at this jokester. Doozy Game and Comedy Gold.
I'm sorry.
Where's your Oscar at? He is in the lobby, boys.
Oh, you're in the lobby. Oh, I knew you were.
April Fools.
Right.
It's December,
In
bro.
December, okay. Right, DeLuca needs an invite, so we'll get him in. And then, one slot is available for any F2 drivers, I guess. Like Jack Meir, the Welshman, if he's there. And, yeah, I think we're all good to go.
Who's going to
See
fill up
that
that
double
last
check.
spot? David Woolbank in F1 again.
I think we're all good, unless someone is improving offline.
We all good to start?
I think so. Did you suggest, or whoever's party leader, did you suggest?
No, you're going to have to join their party.
Ah, terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm actually so confused.
Why?
Jay, in the corner.
I'm in the corner.
Okay, so TFRL and FRL have some like problems. I don't know what about. Yeah.
You're talking absolute
then-
crap.
But then James Head and Ballboy get on, and then James Head just roasts FRL in chat.
When are you
It's like-
roasted?
Are they good or are they not?
I think we're good
No
to go.
politics in the box.
That's why I said in the corner. We're not in the box.
Nah. James said, say
No
good luck,
politics.
guys. Hoping the standards of driving are improved. Oh, we hope so too. I mean, if I see a side by side up El Rouge, them two drivers are officially out the race. Because if they survive that, I think they need to get 30 points.
Is Ballboy.
Yes. Final thoughts.
Just quick. Is there any threat to Blizzard's championship lead right now if anyone wins?
I don't actually.
I'll take us through
I've
the
done the
standings, dudes.
standings. Yeah, they should be up on Discord, and Twitter as well. So you can have a quick check of that. I've actually forgotten what the actual points are, but I know I've done them.
Okay.
So they're
I'll
up.
update the community.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll be off now. So I will wish you all the
Good
best in the
luck.
commentary box.
And happy December, because it's Christmas
Very
nearly.
much. Yes, indeed.
So,
And-
it's a wet qualifying once again. We had I think we had a wet qualifying in F3, don't get me wrong, don't quote me on that. But we got a wet qualifying in F2, and if anyone can confirm it's a wet or dry race, that'd be great. But now we've got a wet qualifying in F1. And this really does
Now,
make the field
is
a lot like different, you know what I mean?
is this gonna make Bay Rouge even harder?
Basically, you gotta lift off a bit now. You gotta find your rhythm. It's gonna be very hard for drivers to keep control if they push it. What am I doing? Push it too fast. As we see,
So I think
ooh, a bit of
Carlton
slide.
is the first one out.
Changing my master volume because my ears were getting raped by McLaren engines. Yeah, Carlson, the first one out. This is I think his first appearance, because I've never seen this name. Actually, we haven't been around for quite a while, so you know. But I'll take us through the standings. So VSR Blizzard hasn't attended a race since the French Grand Prix, and he still leads with 130 points, but only 19 points behind is Boseman. So if Boseman gets the victory today, he will inherit the championship lead of F1 FRL. And Ballboy on the exact same amount of points as Boseman in third place on the same 111, and Kazizzle in fourth. Surface, after the bad luck at the start of the season, is actually in fifth. Surprised about that, but he has a very good chance of winning today's race as well. Killer Zone in sixth, Bass is in seventh, Striker Gamer is in eighth, Felix is in ninth, and Damien rounds out the top 10. Francis on the edges of the top 10, Technique Gaming in 12th, Mark NUFC in 13th, Lightning MFS in 14th, Tish in 15th,
and Jordan 33 retired
in
from
16th, 17th for CSR Ollie, Raikkonen in 34, Kimmy in 18th, Yombialainen in 19th, and Lightning Kimmy is like 5th account in 20th. So that's the top 20 of F1. And Jordale's already out of the session, as you just mentioned. So
basically, if Boseman or Ballboy win this race, they take the championship.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If they finish second, they're 1 point behind.
Exactly. So, everyone, predictions in chat on who you think's gonna win. Wait, first do two predictions. First one is who's gonna get pole, second and third, and then who's gonna win the race with second and third.
So Vaporizer might win. James thinks, and James
I'm
saying
putting my
good
bets
luck.
on Jordale.
Jordale, okay. And he says good luck to all the ASR guys, because I think he owns ARZ or something. ARZ is the head of driver performance, so that he can just kick Lewis out if he don't perform. He can be like that.
So how did Hamilton get an ARZ when he literally hasn't drove?
I don't know what Hamilton is.
Yeah.
I don't know, but ARZ Lewis coming up El Rouge now. Will he keep it nice and clean? He's gone full throttle through there. My man's got the confidence. James puts Lewis, Punisher, Zizzle top 3 in qualifying in any order. Ooh, okay. It is wet, so it could like randomise the field a bit more than we do see in the dry. And Girano is also retired. Whereabouts is that? Is it coming up to El Rouge as we're on board with Vaporizer? It looks like, yeah, the flag's at El Rouge. Ooh, Vaporizer, and it is Girano, the first one to fall at El Rouge.
Carlson on third sector.
He is.
First one to set a time lap.
He's gone out really wide. Ooh, that must have lusted them quite a lot of time.
So in the wets, what do you think pole time is going to be?
I think we're looking around low 150s, I think. It's going to be a 158.5 for Carlson. But as we go to Lewis, who also is entering the third sector, 156 from Linus. So I'm saying about a 154 to 152, I think. Because it's such a long lap around here. The gaps between drivers is going to be very big. So we might see a second between Pole and Silas, a 204. That's a very slow lap from him. But Azad Lewis coming across the line. This is going to be a 154.0. So he goes 1.1 and a half seconds faster.
James right there.
Yeah, goes ahead of De Fletcher. He puts his Mercedes in second.
We hit the 2-minute mark. Well, yeah, the 2-minute mark in 8th.
Ooh. Kalalalalalala is spun out at the top of El Rouge. In the Renault. Oh, no, that's a Red Bull going very wide and they've made contact! And that's David Woolbank out of the race. Because Kalalalalalala rejoined the track in a very dangerous spot, and then the top of Radion, it is a blind corner nearly, so he wouldn't have been able to get out the way. And that is very dangerous driving. His name is insane. Linus has
So
left.
we've had 4 retirements.
Yeah, and we were qualifying already. But Surface goes second after while Kalele was taking out David Bullbank, sorta, and we're riding on board with Hobo going through the first sector, going very wide. Yeah, El Rouge is not easy. I think if you run a bit too high ballast, that like it's probably going to be impossible. We've got more yellow flags in sector 1 and 2. Let's see if any drivers are facing the wrong way. Nah, we're all good. But where do you think Hobo will get? Do you reckon it's going to be top 5, top 10?
I think he's not going to hit top 5, but he'll be in top 10.
We'll check the sector
He'll be
times.
between 6 to 10.
31, 32, 30.4. Yeah, it's very much slower. It's going to be about 2 seconds off the pace, I reckon. We got another yellow flag.
Which is still in top 10 though, like nearly.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said Lewis is slowing
Oh,
up.
yeah.
I think he's just waiting to go on a lap as he lets Hobo through. Hobo
Hobo
going for the
hesitates so
final
much.
corner. It's going to be a lot of wheel spin down that corner. It's going to be 57 through, putting him into the top 10. Bullboy improves his lap as well. And I think Airzone Lewis is going to fix. Lewis has ran out of fuel. I think that's why it's going very slow. I think Surface will come back to the pits as well. Got yellow flag in sector 1. ABR getting out of the way. Bullboy going up a Rouge. Looks like it's fine. And Kalele is currently last on the grid after not setting time with the contact with Wallbank. But the thing is, Wallbank's out this race between the contact with Kalele and is in 13th place. So ain't doing too good. And Kazizzle getting on the sausage curb, like skateboarding it across in wet conditions. That is brilliant. And he's gone a bit wide. He's had to cut the track, and I think that will be an invalidated lap. That's it. I think DeLuca's on a lap.
ERS to 0 and everything.
No, DeLuca's not on a lap. Is YBR on a lap? No, it's gone off wide. A lot of drivers taking their escape roads in this session, using a bit more of the track than they should. So as it stands right now, Lewis is fastest by 9/10 of a second, and yeah, it's a whole second ahead of the whole field. Lewis is looking in prime position to take pole position, and Linus is back. He's back from the disconnection. He's up in 7th. And YBR just making his way around all over the place.
That's Kalele, he's going on to a speed lap.
There he is, yes. Boastman out in 9th. He's obviously, if he wins today's race, he'll take the championship lead on the 13th race of the season. So we're in the second half of the season, and Bullboy, Bullboy's still on the... What?
Kalele just abandoned. I think he abandoned his lap.
Nah, he's on his out lap, man.
Oh. It says for me he's on his thingy. There's nothing near his name.
Let's have a look. It says his racing.
Why's he got his ERS so high?
It set at 202 and it got invalidated. So where would that put him? That'll put him way down the field.
That'll put him 14th.
15th.
15th. Wait, did you say 202?
Yeah.
Yeah, 15th.
That's like 8 seconds off the pace. From Kalala. We need this guy in F1 more. What a name. De Fletcher's think coming onto his lap, or at the end of his lap. And I'm setting a 2:43, so I don't think he's going to start his lap. Hopefully. Got a flag in sector 1. Hopefully that isn't anyone at El Rouge. But as we're going to ride on board with De Fletcher here, just see how he takes El Rouge. Will he lift off? I saw Lewis not lifting off. He has confidence. He does lift off a bit, but he keeps as much speed as he possibly can. And De Fletcher looks very comfortable for El Rouge at the moment. That was a good thing. I think Lewis is the only person. Technically Gaming went second, by the way. I think Lewis is the only person that's gone flat through El Rouge in the wet. so that's pretty impressive. And this is the Fletcher's rear end is stepping out quite a lot.
Is AZR Lewis going to improve his lap time?
Is he on a lap right now?
Yeah. And oh my god, he tried to go full out
Ooh.
again on Rouge and nearly lost the back end, but he recovered. And I don't think he's abandoning lap. I think he's just going forward still.
Keep it going. That's in sector 3. That's 3 cars letting each other out of the way. Yeah, but Vaporizer, James said he had a chance of getting pole. He's down in 8th place, I think.
AZR Lewis is making James proud right now.
No, second ahead of the whole field. So, 6 minutes left of the session. We'll see, hopefully, some faster times. Maybe it's been drier. Getting drier out on track, so we might see some more improvements. As I think Bosman just went 5th fastest.
Fletcher.
And Fletcher going 2nd fastest within 8 tenths of AZ Lewis now. As we're watching him come through. He's got a Renault in front of him. I think that is Kalalala. Just right ahead, and I think he is on a lap, but it isn't going to look good. What?
AZR Lewis hit the grass on second to last turning, and that's ruined his whole lap. Yep, he's going to pit.
You see Kalalala, he's going to go 11th. 11th fastest for the Renault driver, number 93. Maybe he's
improved his time.
He's in 10th, yeah. Vaporizer going across the line, goes 3rd fastest within 9 tenths, so that's a good lap from Vaporizer. But Lewis at the moment is still untouchable out of the top.
I'd say the conditions are getting better.
And Kalalala is retired.
And Linus is in game chat.
Yeah, he retired up El Rouge on the left hand side, so he must have caught it and then lost it again. Well, I think Surface is going to the end of his lap, braking for the bus stop chicane, going around the final 2 corners. This might be a very competitive lap from Surface, as he loses the back end a bit, gets the power down as fast as possible, and it's going to be 5 tenths faster, and he's within 4 tenths of Lewis. So Surface puts himself up into 2nd place. That's a great lap from Surface there. But still at the moment, the gap's coming down. It was 9 tenths, now it's 4 tenths. But is Lewis still unbeatable? Because 4 tenths, it's quite a lot of time to gain up in 1 lap. I think Vaporizer's going faster on his 2nd lap, I think, on these inters. Would he? And Ballboy's retired. I think that's at El Rouge. Ooh, because there's a losing it. As I just switched to his POV there. Alright, I think it is up El Rouge. No, we've missed it. Kizizzle is backed off.
There was a car on the right side of the track at Rouge, facing backwards.
That might have been Ballboy. Who's he on board with? Vaporizer. Oh, it's 9 tenths down now. Maybe he's into his. They're a lap old. He's going to come into the pits. Yeah. Ooh, we'll try and get 1 more lap out. I think that's what Lewis has done. He's going to bring new 7ers. Technique Gaming going at for Rouge, loses the back end halfway through, but keeps it just. Is in 5th place, 9 tenths off the pace.
Lewis, Punisher, and Zizzle top 3 in qualifying in any order. James says.
Lewis, Punisher.
And at the moment,
Punisher? Punisher is out.
Punisher. Yeah, Punisher's 17th with no time.
And Kazizzle is down 6th, but he's been flying this car.
AZR Lewis is coming on this final corner, going onto a speed lap now.
Speed lap now. We're going to ride on board with him.
See if he can improve his time. He might need to because conditions look like they're getting better.
Carlson's retired.
Going to the 153s.
153s, that'll be pretty good time. I think the track is getting faster. So if he can nail El Rouge and nail the whole lap, Lewis might be securing pole position here. Bit of a lift in the middle. Has lost the back end and has lost all good choice. Is he going to keep it? He does. But that's his lap over.
Oh no, he's abandoned.
Oh, who was that? That's a McLaren out. I think that's Carlson, yeah. But he might keep going. We'll look at his sector times.
His ERS deployment's gone all the
Oh,
way
I
down.
got invalidated, I think. Yeah, and he's a whole second off. And it's been invalidated.
Surface retired.
He might be able to get, I think, he was trying to set through. I think he's, that's the end of his qualifying. But a lot of drivers on their out laps, because this all coming across the line. It's a second faster, and he goes second place, only 58 thousandths off Lewis. So this Lewis's mistake of El Rouge could cost him, as we see Kazizel going very fast at the death of the session. Boastman starting his lap as well. DeLuca also warming up. Hobo. Kazizel's out yet. I thought he'd crashed, but I just remembered he just set a time. And Technique Gaming is 2 temps up on his time. So can he improve? This will put him up into 4th place if the top 5 don't improve. Looks like Technique Gaming is taking it very cautiously right now, but hopefully he can. Linus has joined back, but he won't be able to set another lap, so he'll be starting down in 13th unless YBR 2017 will have anything to do. We've lost 7 drivers already out of this session.
Just coming onto his time lap now.
Yeah, we're on board with Technique Gaming coming through the final sector. See if he can improve. Let's see the 3rd sector split is 4 attempts up. So this is going to put him 5 attempts behind. He might be challenging for 3rd here. Surface could lose his 3rd place. Yellow flag, that's ARZ Lewis out in El Rouge once again. He's been trying to push the limits in there, and it's just not been working out for him. So, is he going to secure pole though? Technique Gaming coming through the bus stop. He's got a lock up on the outside tyre, but I'm sure he'll get it stopped in time. That might have lost him a few temps, but as it comes across the line, it's going to be 154.2, so only 2 temps off the lead. And now we're going to jump to, who's ahead? Boastman. Boastman, I think, going through the final sector now, as he does. 32.2 in the middle sector. I have no idea if that's good or not, but a bit wide. He had to lift off there. But he's got quite a lot of ERS deployment for this last run down, to scrubbing off as much speed as possible. Stay to the inside and prepare yourself for the break and for the bus up chicane, because you can win it or lose it in the final 2 corners. Breaks a bit of a lock up on the outside left, but he hits the apex perfectly. Now he's got to get the car out the corner as fast as possible. Yeah, he's got good traction, loses the rear end a little bit, and it's a 56.5. He does not improve on his time. Vaporizer now coming through the final sector. We'll pick him up at the same point as Boastman. A long way down to the bus shop chicane. Can Vaporizer do anything about ARZ Lewis's pole position lap time? Because this all got close. He's in 6th place at the moment. He doesn't seem to lock up. Nice. Hits the apex. Gets the second one as well. All on the exit. As the runs to the line, what's he going to set? It's not going to be enough. And he goes 80 thousandths behind Lewis. And that is very close. The top 3, as it stands, ARZ Lewis sets an early pace in qualifying, and it's enough for pole position. Kazizel couldn't get close enough, and he's 54 thousandths behind. And then, as you just saw, Vaporizer coming through and 80 thousandths behind. So top 3, Lewis, Kazizel, Vaporizer. They were separated by less than a tenth around Spa in the wet. That's insane. Technique Gaming in 4th, Surface in 5th, Deflector in 6th, DeLuca in 7th, Boastman in 8th. If he wins today's race, he does inherit the championship lead, but starting 8th is going to be a lot of work for him. Hobo in 9th, Silas in 10th, YBR in 11th, Bulbul in 12th. and it's gone. And Kalalala in 13th, and Llama Llama in 14th. Yeah, we had 7 retirements in qualifying, so it's a dry race, hopefully throughout. Or maybe there may be some rain. Now it could spice things up a bit. But I'm just hoping that I'm hoping that 15 drivers at least finish in F1. Because it is the top league of FRL, surprisingly. But yeah, so I think James's prediction was right for the top 3 qualifying. Yeah, I think they're all part ARZ as well, so James is a very happy man. Lewis, Punisher and Sizzle. Yeah, so James got the top 3 correct. And yeah, it was very close. Only a 10th between them all. As we'll get some things up. So, the top 4 starting on the soft tyre surface, opting for the super softs. Deflector on the softs and all the way down to 8th. Boastman also on the soft. Hobo opting for the super softs. Don't know if he can go on the mediums and go to the end. We'll have to wait and see. Silas YBR on the softs. Bullboy on the super softs. The rest of the field on the soft, except for Punisher. Punisher's going for the mediums. He's going to try regain ground in qualifying, as he crashed out early on. So he'll be going long into the stint and maybe hope for a safety car when his pit stop window opens, because that could really help him out. So yeah, the bottom 15 to 19th, I don't think they got to set a lap, except from Carlson. I think Carlson did, because Wallboy got, not David Wallboy got taken out by Kalela early on. Jordil crashed out at El Rouge, I think, very early, and Gennaro also. So El Rouge has already taken quite a lot of drivers. But there's something I didn't do earlier, the constructor standing. So we're going to do that real quick. So the constructor standings are Ferrari are top of the constructor standings with 250 points. Mercedes in second with 143. Red Bull in third with 134. So Red Bull and Mercedes are quite close. Force India in fourth with 133. Only 1 point behind Red Bull. 3 points behind them are Sauber. Sixth for Renault with 124. Only 6 points behind them. So third to sixth are pretty close. Williams are 103 points. Haas, Toro Rosso and McLaren have not hit 100 points yet, and they are the bottom 3 teams. As the drivers getting ready to line up on the grid. Look at that, 2 McLarens lying stand. It's going to be good to see Surface off the line, and all the super soft runners, they'll be getting good starts if they get a good getaway. Ooh, insane cameras. Ooh, oh, look at that tent. Oh, there we go. As the lights come on, there's probably going to be a bit of delay. Oh, we've got 2 drivers drive through penalties at the back, but the lights are out, and away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. Kazizel's got a wonderful start ahead of Lewis, and I think he's going to take the lead into turn 1. And there's also a Mercedes around the outside of Deflector, but looks all clean at the bottom. Red Bull spinning out in the background, and I think he's made contact with Jordil, I think that was. But Kazizel jumps Lewis off the start, and it looks like Lewis has lost it, and it looks like he's tagged the wall a bit, and he's hit the wall again. I think that was a bit of lag, but Lewis now down to third after the El Rouge, and Deflector's got past, and Vaporizer losing a position as well, down in fourth. And Surf, Technique, Boastman going down the inside. It looks like Technique locked up and hit Boastman off, and Surf has picked up their both positions, and DeLuca gains from that as well. So Technique and Boastman going down 2 positions there. Bullboy's made a good start up in 10th place. The Silas going down the inside of him. And it looks like everyone's got through cleanly except from the Red Bull at the back. YBR with Hobo just getting past Hobo at the back. And it looks like everyone's got through cleanly. It looks like David Wallbank, Punisher and Jordil. Jordil with no front wing at the back of the vid. And now the Fletcher is under pressure from Lewis, and Surface is 1.5 seconds behind with Vaporizer very close behind him, keeping him company. And can Lewis regain second place off the start? Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't crash up El Rouge, to be honest. Tucks into the slipstream, probably using all his ERS. He's got to make sure he doesn't go for a dive move. The Fletcher defending well on the quick right-hander when Max Verstappen made that move on a Sauber. And he's going to move it down the inside there because it looks like it's breaking a little bit early. And the Fletcher will get the corner, but Lewis will get the better exit going into turn 1. That's the end of lap 1, and Surface looks like he's under pressure from Vaporizer as well. But can Lewis make a dive bomb move into turn 1? No, he doesn't. And Vaporizer trying it round the outside into turn 1, and there's a Williams trying to switch back on them both. That's DeLuca. I don't think he got the exit he wanted. And these are going to go side by side up. El Rouge is one of them going to go back out. No, they're doing it. And round the outside, Vaporizer going. That's the Fletcher out. And it's, oh my god, Vaporizer's out as well. That's a huge crash from them. And that was Fletcher. Oh man, what the hell happened there? Fletcher and Vaporizer, I think. And we've got a lot of cars into the pits from the first lap. But the Fletcher lost it at El Rouge. And I think Vaporizer also lost it as well. They're both out of the race. And that's 2 early retirements that we did not want to see. They were 2nd and 4th. And that's 2 big names out of this race. Kazizel leads by 1.2 seconds.
What have I missed?
Vaporizer's left. Surface is now on the 3 tenths behind DeLuca. He's on the super soft, so he should be making a lot of progress in this race. Going through the fast left-hander's gone a bit wide. But Technique Gaming also behind them. And Boastman, after the bad start he got, is back up into 6th. So he's had a good comeback after the 2 crash. And there's a safety car out. Jordi was crashed, I think, up El Rouge. And that's an early safety car. And what you missed, dudes, was Kazizel got the early lead off the start, and at El Rouge, Lewis nearly lost it. And there's a Red Bull spinning in the back, and then the Fletcher and Vaporizer both lost it at El Rouge, and that caused a huge crash. We didn't get a safety car for 2 cars crashing out there, but I think Jordi just crashed out there. And that was a safety car. So will Kazizel enter the pits? Nah, he's mugged everyone off. Lewis won't. Will DeLuca? No. Will Surface? No. Maybe it's a bit too early for a pit stop.
Boastman will though.
Boastman's having an opportunity in the pits. So is Bullboy.
And why were
Hobo in the pits as well, yeah.
Pits.
So it looks like the top 6 opted to stay out. And Boastman's on to the mediums. I don't think they'll go to the end, but they'll get you pretty far into the race. They'll probably go on the super softs at the end as well.
While we have the safety car out, we have Kazizel gained 1 place. We have ARZ Lewis lost 1 place. We have DeLuca that's gained 4 places. Surface has gained 1 place. Technic Gamers lost a place. Silas has gained 4 places. David Woolbank gained 8 places.
He's got damage.
Cool Lee.
Why David Woolbank's got damage? Why isn't he pitted?
FRL Bullboy gained 3 places. Hobo lost a place. Boastman lost 3 places. YBR is neutral. Linus is neutral. Carlson has gained 2. Gennaro has gained 4 and Punish has gained 1. And obviously we have Vaporizer, Jordil. Jordil's had a terrible... and the Fletcher are both all DNF'd. So David Woolbank's got damage and he hasn't pitted.
Yeah. He's got damage on his front left end plate, unless that's a glitch.
Do you think he could... Do you think he might think he can just...
Yeah, it looks like he's got all his wins, but on the onboard, he has no win. I don't know.
He could maybe think that he can handle it, you know.
Who knows? Because on the onboard, it looks like he's got no win, but on the offboard, it looks like he's got it all. No, he's losing. Oh no, he has got damage, front right end plate damage. But he's up in 7th. I mean, if he pitted as soon as the safety car came out, I think he wouldn't have lost too many places. But all the pitters are now caught up to the back of the field. So yeah, so Kazizel got an extreme start at the start because he jumped Ed Lewis into turn 1 before the braking zone. He was ahead. So I think Lewis Miller got a bad start, but then up Eau Rouge, Lewis lost the back end and able to keep it and not crash. As the safety car will go out probably for one more lap. This is the first safety car I've seen at Belgium this year. Between we've got a lot of pitters. That's DeLuca coming into the pits.
Wow, that's a really lot of pitters, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, got a lot of pitters.
Yeah, because it looked like 3 people were going to come in, but they were just taking a wide line. Honestly.
And now DeLuca's down into 16th.
Yeah.
Mate, do you think it would have been smarter if you went in the pit before?
Well, yeah.
Like a lap
yeah.
before? Because now he's just ahead.
Well, yeah, because if he pitted in the lap the safety car came out, he'd probably be in like, what, 8th? But now it's down in 19th. Yeah. No, 16th. I've had 3. Yeah. You know what I mean, last is literally at the back. Yeah, so the top 7 have opted to stay out. And I think the whole 8th to 16th are all on the mediums. They are, except Punisher. Punisher's on the softs. So they'll be going very long.
From 7 to 1, they're all on softs except Surface is on super softs.
Yeah, so maybe Surface should have pitted, because them super softs must be feeling it now. Not now, what I mean, like in a few laps, about 4 laps, not even that. Yeah, like 4 or 5 laps.
Unless he's going to try going super softs and then go on to mediums or something.
Yeah, he's probably taking that opportunity. But hopefully the safety car comes in the start bar. We got some good action at the start.
Well, because Cazizos nearly went into the safety car.
No. Well, the F3 driver, PG Piper, the F3 driver up into 6th place.
But David Woolbank's famous for being good in quali and then dying in the race.
He hasn't died in a race in quite a while. I think his race pace got a lot better. But hopefully. The question is from 8th to 16th, safety car in the slap. I've just got confirmation. Lewis just smashed into me, for fuck's sake, man. You can see that, but Lewis might have damage. I don't know. Well, did someone get a penalty? I don't know. But we'll have to.
Wait, who is everything
POV.
On wheels?
I have no idea. But if Lewis smashed into it, it's either Surface or Kazizu. Or someone else. But when will Kazizu let him go? He's got him at a controlled pace at the moment. When will he let the throttle go and make his run down to and it looks like it's gone now on the run up to the bus shop chicane. Will Lewis make a diving move into the final corner? It looks like he's locked up a bit, and this will, yeah, he has. And Surface is going to try a crutch back, but he's gone off the track. Lewis is off the track, and Surface up into the second. Technique Gaming trying to get past Surface as well. But Surface moves up into second. I think that's Silas hitting the back of the thing, and will David Woolbank get a better run? David Woolbank's going to get a better run on Silas here, up into Eau Rouge, and I think we'll have him up into the run. And it looks like Silas has hit the back of Woolbank, and Woolbank's out of the race. Silas touched the back of Woolbank, and Woolbank, that's the end of his race, racing up in 6th. And Lewis is down in 14th. And Carlson is also retired as well up Eau Rouge.
Lewis is down in 13th now.
Yeah, something must happen to his wheel or controller. Looks like Boseman and Linus are battling as Boseman is on the outside. Linus has pushed him off the track a bit, but Boseman's still there. And it looks like Linus has got the job done. But he got on the gravel a bit. Will Boseman look round the outside line? He will, but I think he'll have it coming. And there's a Haas of Punisher making a diving, darting move down the inside. Will he get the move done? I think Boseman will have the inside line, but he does it around the outside of No Name. I think that corner's
Silas closing in on Technique Gaming, up fighting for 3rd.
Yeah, see, that's only 2 jumps back. And ALZ Lewis already making his way through the field, down in 12th. I think something must happen to his wheel. But Silas, right on the back of Technique Gaming for a podium position. And Kazizu has got a 2.7 second advantage out in front right now. That can Silas make a move, maybe into the brush up. He's
It's
gone a bit
'cause
wide
gonna
off to the track. Bullbank's left. It looks like Punisher's making a move on Linus, and he's done it around the outside. Can Linus make a dive move to the inside? No, he can't. But it looks like the Red Bull is. Boastman's going to make a move down the inside. And then the Sauber's going to try and get through with Lewis as well after this battling. He's going to get caught up into a lot of this. Can he make a move on Boastman? Boastman's going to try the outside line. Where will Lewis go? Lewis might have for the inside line. He waits until the next corner, probably up to figure out. Boastman's been pushed out wide, and they're 3 wide momentarily there, coming out the first corner. And I think the Ferrari's got the straight line speed on them. But who's going to come out on top? Who will stay? And Boastman takes the Ferrari, but it looks like it's got a bit deep. And the Ferrari's going to get a better run. Everyone would have DRS. ARZ just got a corner curtain penalty. He moves to the inside line. ARZ round the outside. He might be getting a double overtake. And they're going to be 3 wide into turn 5. And there's a bit of contact between them. And the Williams is going to try around the outside of Lewis. And I think Lewis has got it covered. But Boastman keeps 10th place after the battle. And they're momentarily 3 wide. Punisher trying to get past Bullboy, and he's hit the back of him. Very early braking from Bullboy there. And we'll go back to the top. Silas has dropped off a bit, and Technique Gaming is now starting to catch up to surface. And them super soft tyres not lasting. I think they are. I think he should have pitted under the safety car. But we'll go back to the battle for 7th place. Bullboy is under a lot of pressure from about 8 cars behind him. It's from 7th to 13th. All separated by about 2 seconds. And it looks like Punisher's going to try it around the outside. YBR under pressure as well, so it's from 6th to 13th. We've got a battle here. Punisher is trying to get a run on Bullboy coming up to the bus shop chicane, and I think he might have him down the inside. Will he have him? Yes, he does. It out drags him down the inside, and his next opponent is YBR, but Hobo is behind Bullboy as well. Will he make a move down the inside at the bus shop chicane? He won't, but the Boastman will. Pushing Bullboy out wide a bit around the outside of Hobo, and he's got the job done. And Bullboy has lost 1 position. Boastman gains 1. And Lewis is on the back of this. He's trying to get past Hobo as well around the outside into turn 1. And he'll have that job done. And he'll have DRS and slipstream, so he may be able to keep that position. But very close racing from the top 7 till 13th here. And Punisher on the move already, trying to get past YBR, who just got a penalty. And we move to the top. Technique Game down the inside of surface, and he's got that move done. Surface's tyres are not looking too good, and Punisher out dragging YBR, gets the bacon, and he's up into 6th place. And DeLuca getting past Hobo. Hobo's down in 12th. He was up into 10th. He's lost 2 positions in 1 lap. Now Boastman trying it down the inside of Lewis. I think Lewis has gone for a move on Boastman around the outside. Boastman covers him off and keeps his 9th place. You don't want to be defending, you want to be trying to attack Bullboy. It's going to be very close, but can ARZ Lewis make a move? No, he can't. And his Boastman lives through another day. But Bullboy is very close to YBR, and they're all following each other very closely. Oh, damn, I need a drink. Going into the 3rd sector now. Slipstream RS coming up. Can Bullboy make a move? Or can anyone make a move? Looks like Lewis got a better exit on Boastman. Oh no, he didn't. Yeah, he did. Trying it round the outside of the fast left-hander. Is he going to do it? But Boastman's now gaining on Bullboy, and they may be going 3 wide into the bus shop chicane. And Boastman's going to try it round the outside of Bullboy's late braking, but they have the apex for turn 2 in the chicane, and that's Boastman up into 8th. And wouldn't Lewis get past Bullboy as well? I don't think he can. He's in the slipstream. Would he go to the inside? He does. He goes to the inside of Bullboy. Bullboy is falling down the field on their mediums. And he's also been overtaken by DeLuca as well. DeLuca's found his way through. And Lewis moves himself up into 8th after the safety car. DeLuca's got past Bullboy. And that's Bullboy from 7th to 10th in about 3 laps. Oh, Kaleli trying it on Punisher. I think Punisher's doing on Kaleli. Down the inside, Punisher goes. Can he get the apex for the 2nd corner? I don't think he does, but he gets the move done. Switches to the left, but he's got a bit wide. And can Kaleli fight back, maybe down into the inside? It looks like Punisher might have gone a bit too wide there, but no, he's just doing a late apex. And that's Punisher up into 4th. And Punisher's started like 16th. He's been going great in this race. But Boastman under pressure from Lewis. Lewis seems to have the better pace coming out them 2 corners. and going to the fast left-hander. Boasman is still ahead and is going to try and put pressure on YBR. As Surface, out of all of this, Surface did pit, by the way, if you didn't know. And as Lewis going past Boasman there, round the outside, and Boasman's now down into 8th, and he might be under pressure from DeLuca. DeLuca's been following Lewis through the train, and now 2 teammates are YBR has got off track, and Lewis will be looking to get past him as fast as possible. He's got the run very close between them two, and Lewis has got so much more pace and will surely have the job done. But YBR looked like he wanted to fight back the position, and he won't give up without a fight. DeLuca got a 3-second time penalty, and it looks like YBR might try it down the inside. He's got his nose in there. Luca gives him the room. Lewis gives him the room, and it looks like YBR will have the better exit going into turn 1. Luca does get DRS, and Lewis loses the position. Boasman looking for a pop down the inside, doesn't get it. And going up to the run at El Rouge, 6 cars opting for this 5th position now as Surface is pitted. Can Boasman regain? And he's gone a bit wide, and this will give DeLuca an invitation, but he has got the slipstream. And we might be seeing 4 wide going in to, I think, the 3rd, 4th corner. As Lewis getting past Boasman, and Boasman going to try it down the inside maybe of YBR. I think YBR will push him out wide, and he does. And it looks like the only move there was Lewis getting past his teammate, finally up into 5th, and his next opponent is Kalelelele. He started, I think, 19th, and he's up into 4th.
So
And Boasman and DeLuca going side by side. Can Bulboy get involved in this? He has. Bulboy trying it down the inside, but hasn't got enough straight line speed to get past, and DeLuca keeps his 8th position. And ARZ Lewis is already on the back of Kalelelele. ARZ Lewis made about 12 overtakes in 9 laps. What? Cheers. So Lewis, only 5 seconds behind. Will he make a pop into the bus shop chicane? Technique Gaming is in for his stop because this was carried on for another lap, and it looks like he's Kalele is really early on the brakes, and he goes into the pits. That's a 5-second stop go for just exceeding track limits. What did DeLuca do? Did he cut the fucking weld? Like, so harsh. And I don't know who's making moves, but Boasman is now caught up to the back of YBR. And he will have to slipstream and DRS going on up El Rouge and Radion going into turn 5. And he'll surely have to straighten on speed. Where will YBR go? He's going to move to the inside line, but I think Boasman's got the momentum on him. It will have an outside line. Can YBR defend it? No. Boasman gets ahead, and that's him up into 4th place. Bulboy getting past DeLuca for 6th in the 5th corner, and looks like there's Hobo in the background as well, maybe looking for a pop, but Bulboy moves himself ahead of DeLuca, and DeLuca's got about 70 seconds of penalties for like touching the white line, I think. Hobo now right on the back of DeLuca. Can he find a way past? No. Looks like the action is dying down a bit after we've got some pitters. Surface now on the back of his teammate. It looks like Surface has been jumped by Kalelelele, and he's on 2 lap older mediums as well. Surface's race is not going too well, but everyone ahead of him, I would say, will have to pit unless there's another safety car. So DeLuca looking to take 6th place back away from Bulboy. Coming up to the bus shop chicane. Who's got the straight line speed? It looks like Hobo will be the one making a move on DeLuca here. He's got a lot more momentum going into the bus shop chicane. And will Hobo maybe looking for a move down the inside? DeLuca try and dive bomb on Bulboy. And ARZ Lewis has come into the pits. So he'll be pitting. I don't know where he'll come out. But Hobo right behind DeLuca trying to find a way. And that's, I think, YBR ahead, and Boasman got past YBR, and YBR's been falling down the grid quite a lot. Where will Lewis come out? Stopped on his marks. Who's he waiting for? He's disappeared. There he is. Come out of the pits, a bit wide there. Ooh.
Hobo nearly lost it at Rouge then.
Really? It looks like Technique Gamers got past him on the newer, fresher mediums, and he'll be looking to get past all these. And DeLuca got past Bullboy as we saw. Thing is pit stop, and looks like Bullboy's trying it around the outside. Doesn't try to get the move done. But here we are. We've got Technique Gaming coming under a lot of traffic as he's just pitted. He's come up on this battle of like 4. I'll be wanting to disperse these back markers ASAP.
Everyone on mediums except the front 2 right now.
Yeah, it's the fastest strategy. It looks like Technique Gaming was very close, maybe looking for a move into the left-right chicane, and Bullboy's gone a bit wide, and looks like Technique might be trying to down the inside. He does. Bullboy's gave him the room, but he cuts across him, and Technique will have to wait up to the run to Hobo in the background as well. It looks like he's got quite a lot of straight line speed, but Technique Gaming in the slipstream of Bullboy. Bullboy goes a bit defensive, but Technique Gaming's on the inside line. He gets the move done, and if he's got enough momentum, he might be able to go for DeLuca on the late of the breaks. But nah, he won't. That's very far back. And Kazizzle, the race leader, is pitted.
But he has got DRS on DeLuca.
He has. I don't think he'll get him into the first corner, but Bullboy might be looking. And that's Kazizzle coming out right in front of these guys, and he's just... what's happened? What's happened to him? A lot of wheel spin coming out of there, but he gets ahead of this fight, which is crucial for his race. He'll only have to overtake Boseman.
Lewis just lost a few positions then. Something happened to him.
Again. So Technique Gaming on DeLuca. He'll surely have the slipstream. And going into turn 5. It moves to the outside line. Around the outside, have the inside for the next side, and he'll push him off the track. And that's Technique Gaming up into 5th. He's obviously pitted, of course, and these are pitted under safety car, but technically not pitted.
Kazizzle just gone into pits. I didn't know if you mentioned that. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, I did. Is my mic okay?
Wow. Yeah. I just didn't know because you said loads of stuff, so I didn't keep track of what you said or not. Oh, ARZ Lewis didn't have a crash or anything. He's gone into pits. That's why he lost a few positions.
Oh, what? Yeah, because he'll try and get past Boseman. Boseman up into 2nd at the moment. And the fight for 4th place. YBR still leads the train. And Technique Gaming will be looking to get past him. Hopefully during the bus stop chicane, and then he can make his charge up to Kazizzle. But he's been in a lot of traffic. If he didn't get put in this traffic, maybe Technique would have been leading this race. But can he make a late move going into the chicane? Or was he too far back? It looks like he's a bit too far back this time around. We'll have to wait for the run up to turn 5. I really need to start learning corner names.
Oh boy, just overtook DeLuca.
He did, into the final bus stop chicane, and looks like he's put himself onto 6th.
Boseman's 2nd. Remember, if Boseman finishes 1st, he does take the championship lead.
Yep. Bullboy under pressure from DeLuca. DeLuca want to get too close, and looks like Technique Gaming look for the pop down the inside at Eau Rouge. And it looks like YBR's gone very wide. The Technique going to have to run on him. DRS, straight on speed, and he's got the move done. But YBR attacking his slipstream OP, but not enough on there. DeLuca's got back past Bullboy. And these two have been swapping positions all race. And Hobo's just been watching them. Surface getting past Silsa up into 10th. And he'll be looking to try get back on Lewis and Hobo. But they are 7 seconds off the battle up ahead. The battle for 5th as it stands. YBR, DeLuca, Bullboy and Hobo all been battling for this one position since the safety car restart.
Technique is on 2 laps older, which is, I know it doesn't make a difference right now, but it's actually at a faster pace than Kazizzle.
Yeah, so maybe he'll be turning, but Kazizzle's got a bit of traffic ahead of him, or Boseman. That's YBR. YBR's just lost it.
Which puts everyone up 1 position.
Yeah.
Which now puts...
lost it. Oh my god.
Sealess in points.
It does. Yeah, it does. So now Bullboy, DeLuca is at the front of the train, and can Bullboy
Technique Gaming had a terrible thing there. Terrible exit.
We're gonna go back to Kazizel as he sees the boastman with the alien symbol above his name.
Kazizel is now in Technique's sight.
Yep.
As AZR Lewis sets fastest lap on a 1:45. I didn't catch the last numbers.
So Kazizel, has he got enough straight line speed? Is he close enough to make a move? I don't think he's close enough on this time around. A lot later on the Brits, because this will be looking to get past Boastman as soon as possible. Technically looks like he's fallen off a tiny bit. DeLuca now got 1.2 second lead ahead of Ballboy, and I think YBR was holding a lot of drivers up. I think that's what's happened, and Hobo is only 5 minutes behind Ballboy.
Technique Game's getting kind of done out of it right now because Kazizel is riding off of Boastman's DRS, which is making Technique lose time.
Because this is on a bit fresher tyres. I think the tyres are coming to effect around lap 10. So Kazizel is in the forefront of winning this race. He just has to get past Boastman.
Punisher's still on softs.
I know,
what? Laps.
Oh my god, this guy. They look destroyed. They're going to blow up.
Boastman on 11th lap.
He's going to try to go soft, super soft, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Which
so Kazizel is going to look for a move down the inside of Boastman. On the fast left-hander going towards the bus shops again. I think he'll have the move done, but can Boastman do anything about it? He's got the slipstream. He'll try and move down the inside, but Kazizel on much newer tyres will get the better of him. But he'll get a better exit, I think, Boastman. No, he doesn't. He'll have to arrest though. And Punish is finally in. And Kazizel sets the fastest out of 1:45.6. Punish is in the pits on the 13 lap old tyres.
Because he's still slowly pulling away from Boastman now.
Yeah. But Boastman will have DRS and slipstream if he does not lose it up Eau Rouge. Bit wide.
No. Yeah, he's lost a lot of time.
He lost 3 tenths.
Still got DRS, but it's not going to be enough.
It's not going to, no, it's not. He's only got 8%, 6%. And looks like Kazizel is back in first place. After starting second, jumping the leader. He's led the race. Basically he's led the race basically all of it, and Hobo's got past Ballboy. Ballboy will try it around the outside, and I think he'll have the inside for the next corner. He does. Ballboy defends his position, but I think Hobo will be looking down the inside here. No, he doesn't, and Ballboy keeps his 5th place. And these two are still going out. 12 lap
as AZR Lewis is nearly getting Punisher right now.
Yeah, he's closed up to Punisher. Very close. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to Lewis this race. It hasn't been the cleanest race ever.
I think it was wheel problems. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, like at the start of the safety car, I don't know what happened to him, but he just didn't go.
Yeah.
His throttle must have fucked up or something. So Boastman, not gonna lie, is still keeping up with Kazizel. My man is on what 9 lap holder tyres on Technique Game, losing it in the back. But Kazizel, like Technique's now only 2.3.
I think if they both had the same tyres, Boastman would be in front right now.
I reckon as well. But Boastman, I don't think he has the same amount of grip going through Eau Rouge.
Punisher's gone for the softs, not the super softs.
I think he started on super softs. I think that's a strat. But he's up into 7th. There's Lewis behind him. Hobo on Ballboy. Hobo's going to be looking for a move on Ballboy. And he gets past him with DRS. Ballboy tucking to the slipstream. He'll try his best.
Not going to get him. Nah, he ain't.
And now Punisher's on the back of this battle for 5th place. And Lewis as well.
ZR Lewis. As Boastman is like
in the middle sector, Boastman is faster.
He's gaining on Kazizel.
He just doesn't have the grip up Eau Rouge, and that's hindering him right now. Boastman needs to pray for a safety car because I think he might have the pace to win this race.
And that will put him in the championship lead.
Yeah. But right now, it looks like Punisher will be looking for a move down the inside of Ballboy out of any unexpected position. But he gets the move done, Punisher. That's him up into 6th. And if he gets a good exit...
Has caught up with him now because Ballboy had to slow down.
If he gets a good exit, it looks like...
I thought Lewis nearly died then. He went off track.
So,
But he's got the speed on Ballboy. Takes Ballboy. Is Ballboy gonna fight back? He's tucked into the slip. Is he gonna outbrake him here? He's looking on the inside, but I don't think he's gonna go for it. No, he isn't.
Well, Hobo's defending down the inside. It looks like Lewis went for a pop down the inside there as well. But Punisher might have got the better exit. He's going to look for the outside line into turn 1. And round the outside they go, and Hobo just doesn't have the grip to defend.
And Boseman just lost it!
Oh, Hobo lost it! Oh, Boseman also lost it.
Boseman was literally like a millimetre away from the wall.
I think.
He managed to
Linus is dead.
DD.
DD. Not DNF, it's DED. And Lewis has not got any ERS. So he's struggling to get past Punisher. He ain't got the speed. He needs to be saving it in the middle sector.
Punisher hasn't got much either though.
I know. Where's all the ERS from these guys? Who's got the most? Oh, Surface was 65%. Down in 9th place. Yeah, but now Hobo and Ballboy have dropped off the pace.
Up there.
So what I'm thinking is these medium runners are going to try to the end. I think Boseman is going to try to the end of the race. It looks
I don't
like...
think he's going to survive to the end of the race, so...
We'll wait and see, but Punisher trying to run the outside of DeLuca. Very close between these two, and I think he'll have the job done. They have the inside line, and that's the inside. Looks like AZ Lewis will be looking for a pop down the inside, as DeLuca was very out of shape on the exit of the corner, and Lewis takes control of that, and Hobo has also got past DeLuca and Ballboy. They're 3 wide on the run up to the bus shop chicane. DeLuca's lost 2 positions, but they're going 3 wide. I think Hobo's got the better of them, and Ballboy can't keep up. Hobo's under a lot of pressure now going into bus shop chicane. Can anyone make a move? DeLuca on the late brakes is going to go for it, but Ballboy on the outside, and DeLuca's gone to the pits. I think
talking about moves, Technic Gaming is literally on Boseman's engine as they come to Beirut.
Yeah. And Boseman's gone wide. His tyres are shot.
Oh my god, Technic Gaming's grip then was insane.
Yeah. Boseman has not got the grip. That's been hurting him, but will he try go down the inside? He doesn't, and that's Technic Gaming up into 2nd. His next opponent's Kazizel.
It's only 4 laps, but he's going to lose so much time.
No, it's got a 9.8 second advantage to Punisher, but Punisher is on fresh softs, and so is Lewis. Lewis is on 7 lap roll mediums, but Lewis is keeping up with Punisher, so these two are very fast, and Boseman will be under a lot of pressure.
I think the fastest people on the track right now is Boseman, Kazizel and Lewis.
Boseman is...
No, Technic Gaming, I mean, no, I think if like they're all on the same tyres, I think top 3 would be Boseman, Technic Gaming, and oh my god, and AZ Lewis just lost it. He's lost it. Spun round.
Oh my god.
I think he hit the grass then.
Oh, it's just gone onto the track, and there's a huge crash.
Oh my god, by Ballboy.
Ballboy's out. Surface got collected, but it's up into 5th. Oh my god. And Silas, that's a huge crash. Lewis just... Oh, what was he doing? He just dawdling in the middle of the track.
Yeah, he didn't look when he was rejoining. He just thought he had all the time in the world, and Ballboy just went into him.
And we're gonna get no fucking safety car. What is this? 3 drivers just died.
Oh no.
DeLuca's pit stop saved him. Tactical. The closest battle was Boseman trying to regain 2nd, but he just doesn't have the pace for
16 laps old.
And Surface is pitting. He's got a pit.
Boseman, that's the oldest tyres on the track right now.
But as it stands, Ballboy's 9th, Lewis 10th, so they'll round out at the top. 8 finishers at the moment. If Boseman got a good qualifying, got a good strat, he'd be in a chance of winning, but unfortunately he is on much older tyres. Maybe if he didn't pit right at the start, maybe that cost him the race win there. But 3rd place, that will be 15 points on the championship. That will promote him to 26 points, only 4 points behind Blizzard, if it stays like this. But can we just talk about what Lewis was doing? He didn't want to stay at the side of the track and just rather go in the middle of the track and just ruin a battle.
I think he thought he had more time than he thought.
Outstanding.
I don't even know how he spun out. He didn't hit the grass or anything. He just spun.
I don't know. But it's another DNF for him. But it will be 10 points.
Oh no!
It will be 10 points. But Boseman on the back of
I don't get
technique.
what happened.
He just
Lewis didn't hit the
can't.
grass or anything. He just spun out and then Ballboy just got collected.
I don't know what he was doing. But it kind of ruined Surface's race as well.
Yes.
I mean, his race got ruined very early on.
Then.
But there's a lot of penalties. I know DeLuca has. Can you check DeLuca's penalties? So I reckon he has loads. Let's go on race direction and click on his name. But yeah, the field is very spread out. Boseman.
No, DeLuca only has one penalty. But he has loads of warnings, but he only has one penalty. He had a stop-go penalty as well.
As he surfed the stop-go. So he's only got one penalty. Oh, would you look at that? He just set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix also. And Kalalalalala, after the qualifying incident, is up into 6th with the best PSN name ever. In my opinion. I reckon he should have added more LEs, I reckon. He should have gone to the max character limit. We've got some things. Donta says hi. What's up, Donta? Hope you're enjoying the entertainment. It's been a very entertaining race if you look back on the stream. But we're only left with 8 races now. And it looks like the only battle going on is DeLuca closing up. Oh, Kazizel just got a 5-second stop go. Yup. That could be second place. Let's look at Techniques Gaming's penalties real quick. We're gonna do this. So Kazizel.
While you do that, I'm going to do Boseman's.
So Kazizel had a penalty on lap 14 and a stop go on lap 20. So that's 5, 6, 7,
Boseman
8.
has one penalty.
That's 8 seconds.
Boseman and Technique only have one penalty each.
Yeah, Boseman and Technique only have one penalty, but if Technique gets one more warning, I'll put him up to 6. So at the moment, so Boseman only has 3, so we'll add 3, 8, 6. Ooh, so Boseman is like 1/10 off. 1/10 off for coming second right now. He needs to keep his pace up on the oldest tyres on the grid. But that Kazizel 5-second stop go.
18 laps. He's literally 90. He'll be driving line 19 laps on one tyre.
I know.
Out of 22.
That's insane. But we go to the action with DeLuca trying to get past Kalalalalala there. He's on the much faster tyres, and I think this will be a job done on pure straight line speed. He gets promoted up into 6th. And him pitting saved his race. He pitted the lap before the huge incident. And
yeah, if he didn't pit, he would have been caught up in the massive crash as well.
And that's Kalalalalala in 7th. And we've got Silasses in his own little race. But yeah, now Boseman's dropped, so Kazizel is pushing the car. He's got to push the car. He's got to try get 5-second advantage ahead of Technique.
Thing is, he doesn't know, does he? He doesn't know that Thingy got a penalty.
Yeah, so Kazizel is trying to go for 8 seconds. Yeah, Technique doesn't know Kazizel's got a penalty. He might be asking on the radio. But as we come on to our last lap, as it stands, Technique Gaming will be crowned winner of the Belgian Grand Prix after a dominant Kazizel race, basically. But because of that 5-second stop go, which is pretty harsh, it's going to be Technique that takes it. Unless Kazizel can gain 5 seconds or 2.5 seconds on this last lap. So the gap is now 3.2. He lost 2 tenths. So Kazizel is not his race victory is slowly replenishing, And Technique Gaming maybe taking a top step of the opponent after the penalties. Boastman's lost a lot of time. I don't think he's going to be part of it. Punish is only 5 seconds behind, but I think he also has a penalty. Silas, 24 seconds off the pace. And DeLuca is only 1.8 seconds. So maybe into the run to the bus stop, DeLuca will have a go at Silas. Or we go to the front. The gap's nearly risen to 4 seconds.
Who's your favourite player?
It's 4.1 and now it's 3.8. He's only got 13% ERS. Oh my, it's gonna be a second, innit? He's got to gain a second on the bus shop chicane if he wants to get the victory. I don't know if Technique has any more penalties. I haven't seen anything pop up. But as Kazizu comes round the bus shop chicane right now, claiming the on-track race victory. And Kazizu comes through to win the Belgian Grand Prix. But will Technique Gaming win it on penalties? He does. 1.2 seconds. Technique Gaming takes the win out here in Belgium. Boastman finishes in third. Punisher coming across the line. Only 4 attempts behind. I don't think Punisher got a penalty. Silas now. 5th place. DeLuca right on the back of him. We're going to ride on board with DeLuca. He's going to go for a last ditch with. He's got so much more grip than Silas. Round the final corner. Silas defends the inside line. He's pushed him out, but can DeLuca keep it on the outside? He's going to try, but Silas defends it beautifully. And Silas may keep the 5th, but has he got the 5th place? He does. Silas keeps 5th. Calais comes up in 7th. And Surface, after a very disappointing race, finishes in 8th place. Last of the finishers. And Technique Gaming, we all thought Kazizu has it in the bag, but Technique Gaming comes through, didn't get a 5-second stop go, and takes the victory for the Haas team. Well, maybe undeserved, but he was there to win it. Nice echo.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to mute it because something was going off on my phone.
So let's discuss about that on Boy Show. We look through the standings. Look at that, 8 seconds. So Technique Game takes the win from 4th place. 25 points added to his tally. Kazizu in 2nd, Boastman in 3rd, Punisher in 4th, Silas in 5th, 6th is DeLuca, and Surface in 7th, ahead of Calais. Calais had 12 seconds off penalties, so Calais finishes in 8th. That's the finishers. Ballboy with an outstanding battle in the midfield, and then getting crashed out by Lewis, finishes in 9th. Lewis rounds out the top 10 in 10th, but that's unofficial. Don't know what's going to happen to him. Hobo in 11th, Linus in 12th, YBR in 13th. In 14th comes Carlson, 15th is Gennaro, David Wallbank with early retirement in 16th, Vaporizer in 17th, George Dill in 18th, De Fletcher rounds out the grid in 19th place after a huge crash at El Rouge. And that was it was a good race. It was a very good race, and would recommend. Let's read some of the comments. I don't think we got many comments while the race was happening, so we just got Donta saying hi and okay, and let's discuss about that. Said hi also, so hello Donta, you're my favourite player. I don't know who was saying that, but thank you for the person. And then let's discuss about that. Is Ballboy's friend, what's up? And he put, you good? There's our conversation between themselves. I definitely get drive for today, 16th to 14th. I think, what are you, Punisher? 16th to 14th, you get drive for the day, buddy. Good drive. I think it was close between you and Boastman, but 16th to 14th is pretty impressive. So I think we'll do interviews now, but... Yo, dudes, you want to do the interviews? 16 to 4.
He's avoided it, he's ran off.
As he ran off, oh my god.
We don't get as many people interviewed in F1 so I think your job will be slightly easier today. Alright,
I don't know how this is going to work, because I've got a Switch account. Maybe I can do it from GRZ, I'll see. No. Yeah, because time for pace, but still leader.
Should I just create a new one just in case?
Yeah,
'Cause it
create a
might
new
cut.
party. Yeah, create a new party.
Alright.
Well. But if you're just tuning in, you might have missed most of the race. You should definitely go watch it back. We had a safety car early on. It was a good race. Battling throughout the whole race. And yeah, well, good Belgian Grand Prix. Only 8 finishes though. Disappointing really. But most of the drivers that retired, I think it wasn't really their fault. Wait for this invitation from a ball boy so I can get the interviews started. He did. I think the big news about today is that it's finally December and Christmas is round the corner. Oh no, I've got to... One minute. I think this is going to cut the stream. It might cut the stream. There'll be a stream straight after, but I might cut the stream. Does it cut the stream? Is the stream still going? Is the stream still going? I don't know. I think it might be. So I think all you can see is a blue screen at this moment in time.
Well, I'm going to look at Lewis's point of view on the incident between you, Ballboy, and him.
I got a front row seat.
Ah. Was it something that happened like between me and Time at Hungary? Gave him all the room, but he still turns into you.
No, Lewis spun out by himself.
Ah. He apparently had to recalibrate his wheel. I'm watching this. God, his steering was weak. Also, who was the third person involved? Because he says incident 3 car pileup was a surface.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay, well, who's in the pile? Okay. Oh, it's Tenny Gannon, the winner. What's up? Is he there? Boom.
Sorry, I'm a bit quiet type.
Nah, don't worry about it, mate. So, you take the win from Belgium. Well done, congratulations, by the way. I mean, it wasn't on track, but you won on penalties, which is fine. Talk us through your race start, because you seem to have a really good pace. And talk us what happened before the safety car.
Well, my start, it was decent. I got well off the line, but some people just dive bombed, basically. So I fell down to P6. Then I climbed my way back to P2, and that's basically it. Shortly.
And then, did you pit under the safety car? I think you did, didn't you? Yeah, so you did super soft, soft.
Oh, actually, no. Softs and mediums.
Soft, medium. Oh, softs and mediums, yeah.
Yes.
So, coming through the race, come through quite a lot of traffic. What was your thoughts going through the traffic? Were you just hoping that there'd be no contact and it would be all clean?
Yep. And get out of the traffic quickly.
Okay.
And I made it quite well.
Yeah, you made some good overtakes, very unexpected places, and come through the final few laps. Did you know that? Because Zizzle had more penalties than you, or were you just...
Yeah, I was on chat with him, or party.
Ah, okay. So you knew you was gonna, if you stayed within 5 seconds, you knew you was gonna
Yeah.
take the win. So congratulations on that. And what's the next race? Singapore, I think it is.
Monza,
Italy.
I think.
Oh, it's Italy.
Yes, Italy.
That's it. I know. Just testing, yeah. So what are your oh my god, what do you think you're gonna place in Italy?
Depends if I think Casio might be again quite good competitor, but I try to do my best again. Italy.
Well, congratulations on today's win. 25 points for you, and good luck in Italy.
Okay, thanks.
No problems. And then next is Kazizzle. Hello, man. Well, you had a great start at the start. You got into first place pretty quick, and then from there you just dominated the race. You only had to get past Boseman, and that was it. Talk us through your race.
I mean, the car felt pretty good. The setup felt pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, the strategy was pretty straightforward. A new technique was in a bit of traffic, so I tried to keep out. I was planning to pit on lap 9, ended up going to lap 11 because I could see that he was in traffic. Ended up coming, I think I was like 4 seconds in front, and then yeah, Boastman was light work because he had the old tyres. I think it was like 10 lap old tyres, and I just pulled a gap, and then yeah, I made a mistake in this last chicane, which ruined my chances. I think it's a bit harsh, I'd say, the penalty, but if I'll talk to Ballboy about it, but if it sticks, it sticks. Fair enough, Techni done a great job today, so.
Yep. It was unfortunate about the penalty. If you have a POV, maybe it'll be overruled, because
Yeah,
we had the same in F2. But unlucky. Well, it was a great race from you. You had the pace to win today, but you come home in second. But still good position. What are your expectations for Italy?
Gonna go for the win again. Yeah. It's all about straights, so as long as you can get a good setup and get the routine, then I should be able to do it.
Unlucky about today, but congratulations maybe, and good luck to Italy. But would you? Oh my god, bro! Hey, I'm terrible at interviews. Okay, leave me alone.
You're like, good luck in Italy, and then you're like, congratulations, good luck in Italy, and then you said something like, congratulations, but good luck in Italy.
Postman, bro, you right? Is Postman there?
Oi, boys, man, good luck in Italy, man.
Oh, yeah. I think Postman's there. So, Postman. Damn, it's just like talking to girls. Whoa. I think next is Silas. Silas, you there, mate?
Hello, friend.
Hello. Yeah, you had I think you was outside the top 10 through the first part of the race. Can you
Yeah, I
talk us
had a
through our
fucking
race?
terrible start.
Talk us through your start.
So I don't really know what happened, but I just know that in the first corner I was in P13, I think, and then down the main straight up a Rouge, there was like a lot of people lost pace, I think, and yeah, I just came through again and ended up in like P9, I think, or P10. I was fighting Ballboy for the first few laps.
Yep.
Pretty boring race for me. It was just like tire management and stuff. So.
Yeah, you had quite a lonely race. What was going through your head when you saw the 3-car pile up ahead of you? That promoted you.
Yeah, I didn't really know what the fuck was going on. But yeah, you can argue if I was like lucky ending up in P5. I think I was.
It was a good result from you. And what are your expectations for Italy?
I don't know. You know, everything can happen in Italy.
Yep.
I don't know what to expect.
hopefully you can get another top 5 finish. Good luck in Italy, and
Thanks.
I think Boseman left, so we'll talk to. But yeah, he doesn't like me. So next up is Ball Boy. You there, mate?
Hey, hello.
So you had a lot of battles in your race. You had I think as it was
DeLuca.
7-car battle at one point, and you and DeLuca swapped positions quite a lot. Talk us through the
Yeah.
battles between the midfield.
Yeah, so I'd say lap 1, up until the safety car, things were going well. You know, my super softs were really good. I was able to really maximize the potential out of those tires. You know, grip was great. And then the safety car kind of spoiled my rhythm a little bit, having to pit onto the mediums, which I didn't know would get to the end. But I had another pair of super softs, I think, so I would have put them on around 5 or 6 laps to go in case my mediums wouldn't have made it. But the mediums were going to make it. They're only on like 50% with 4 laps to go until the crash. But yeah, before then, loads of battles. Probably held me up a lot actually, battling with everyone. But it was good fun. Me, DeLuca, and Huibo had very similar pace, and YBR as well. So when one would get past the other, it would just, you know, keep on switching around with DRS and everything. And yeah, had some great overtakes as well that I pulled off as well, but so too did everyone else. They did a great job until an unfortunate incident.
Yeah, so you were at great pace up until the incident. Talk us through the incident. Did you think that Lewis was going to ghost or move out of the way, or what was going through your head?
Well, I've just had a look at my POV now, and from what I was thinking at the time was, okay, he's had a crash, he's gonna move and stay to the left-hand side, and there was a car's width gap on the right, so I went for it, and I would have got through, I would have squeezed through the gap, but Huibo, which was slightly ahead of me to the left, he ran into the back of Lewis, which then pushed him slightly to the right, which meant that there was no room for me then, but I was so close anyway to them guys, I couldn't have reacted apart from going into the grass and crashing off that way. So yeah, I hit his car, or he hit me as well, you know, we both hit each other really there. And then I spun, and as I was spinning, I wanted to make sure that I didn't hit the my front wheel at a 45-degree angle, so I kept the car as straight as possible, hit it, lost all my front wing, and I thought, okay, no wheels have come off, so I'll be alright. But surface hit me, which took off my left front tyre, and then there was this red barrier which I got sandwiched into, which caused my right tyre to fall off, and that was pretty much it for me. So yeah,
Well, lucky.
unfortunate.
Very
But I get 2
unfortunate.
points. 2 points for me. I'll be so happy that you know, loads of people retired before me, because otherwise I could
Well,
be going
quick
home.
start. If you would have won the race, you would have took the championship lead.
Oh, well, I don't think at any point.
So
that
would
would
have most, man.
Yeah, so well, Boseman could have had a chance, but we'll speak to him now if his internet wants to have like not fun. You know what I mean? I'm pretty like running out of words. Nah, he joined and then left again, but we'll wait about 2 minutes for him and then we'll see what happens.
You know he joined again.
Yeah, I know, but like he left, he joined, and then he left again.
Oh.
Yeah. Exciting news that it's December. You know what that means?
Oh,
It was
great.
Belgian
Oh,
Grand Prix.
we've got there's
Christmas
footage being
bangers.
uploaded as well. It's the chat about the huge crash, which is good. What else has been being said here? Lewis says my car bounced off the wall with no throttle momentum, carry car, and I was in middle, so I thought let go off track. But car was in 7th, so I didn't go anywhere. I presume he said there. So that's what he said. He's uploaded some footage as well, so that's great.
Well, I think
Thank
he
you
had
very
wheel
much.
issues at the safety car restart. I don't know, because at the safety car restart, he got a good slipstream on Kazizzle. It looked like he, like into turn 5, would have a pop, but outside the splash up chicane, he just like didn't move. So I don't know what happened
and
there.
I think without Huiba hitting the back of him, I think it would have been less people would have been out than actually happened. So maybe I think a qualifying ban would suit the incident, as it wasn't him entirely. I mean, yeah, of course he could have possibly stayed to the left, should have avoided the incident. I think either a quali or a race ban. So
The real question is, was he in a Mercedes?
Mercedes, what, Lewis?
Yeah.
It was Sauber.
Was he Sauber and then just kick him from the league?
Well, I mean,
if he's not in a Mercedes, then like we might as well just kick him from the league.
well, what's with it with Mercedes? And
Yeah, I'd say drive for the day-to-day with Jordan.
It's because in the
Yeah, like that.
FIA in real life, they bumlick Mercedes.
what happened to your deal actually?
He
He
crashed
didn't
out at El
complete a lap today.
Rouge and then crashed out at El Rouge again.
Both.
I think we didn't see the first crash because it was like 20 seconds into the session. And then the second crash was like the first lap, I think it was, Dries.
Yeah, he didn't complete a lap.
So
qualifying
in
or
total, we
race.
did about 250 meters worth of racing.
He done first corner and that was it.
Oh my god.
Hashtag Jordan for driver of the day.
Yeah. I
Driver
heard
of the
it's
season.
trending worldwide.
Yeah, on Twitter and on Instagram. But I don't think Boseman's joining. He's gave up.
Yeah.
So we'll cut the stream unless Ballboy, do you want anything to say?
Yeah, I guess everyone knows like the schedule of things.
No,
now,
I'm
but
saying
I'll
the
just go
schedule. You
through
can't
it.
just ruin my life.
Oh.
You got anything other to say?
Oh, well, apart from the schedule, all incidents will be investigated. Send them to me. Discord as well will be good to put in the students' chat, or any thoughts and opinions. Standings will be up in a couple of hours' time as well. And trying to think if there's anything else. Apart from that, just say a schedule, I guess, because that's
So-
all I've got really.
Obviously, everyone doesn't know the schedule because we never say it. So on Monday, 7 p.m, F3, tune in. It will be manic. It's Italy. About 5,000 overtakes a race probably. So that's that. And then GT Sport on the Wednesday. I don't know what track it's at, but it's at a track and it's always
Lago
super
Meguro.
close. Lago Meguro. So it's at Lago Meguro.
Yeah.
And it's always super close.
And the championship could be decided there.
And the championship could be decided. We could see Jack Meyer at FRL GT Sport champion. So tune into that if you want to see Jack Meyer have a chance of winning the championship. But it's always close racing there. And then F2, hashtag the best formula in FRL. Get it trending. On Thursday, 7 p.m, myself will be racing and Jack Meyer also, who's also in the power, staying there. So that will be good. As Italy, so that'll be very close. And then on Saturday, same time as today, 6 p.m, we have another F1 race at Italy. And that's the whole next week. And then the week after that, I'm joking.
It's Singapore.
It's Singapore, so yeah, tune in for that. That's all the FRL action we're going to get. The standings will be out later tonight on Discord and Twitter. FRL Fantarry Racing at Fantarry Racing League, I think it is on Twitter, so follow that. So yeah, thank you for watching today's race. Hopefully it's not copyrighted. In a bizzle.